everybody. Happy Wednesday. Most of us are here. Sans Mari, we love you. We'll see you next time. Quick point of order before we get into our usual intros and things. I will mention this again towards the end of game and maybe also at break time. But we are out for the next 2 weeks. This has been pre-planned. I did post it in the Discord. So if you were looking for Mistlost next 2 weeks, so sorry. That's not happening. However, I will be posting all the backlog VODs to YouTube during that time, so you'll have plenty of time to binge recent episodes of Mistlost and other things up until my trip. I will be streaming solo regularly as well. And you can also find that schedule in the Discord. I update and cancel whatever days I won't be able to stream. So everything is updated in terms of when we're streaming, when we're not, and I try to do it as soon as I learn about any travel plans, nights off, whatever it is for whatever stream it is. So yeah, definitely check out the Discord so you guys have the updated schedule so you know what's happening and when. And yeah, we're all gonna have a nice little couple week spoopy vacation / Aki birthday time. TM. So, without further ado, let's introduce our lovely players this evening. We will start with the top left of everybody's screen. That would be Soul.
Hey everyone, good evening. My name is Soul and I use they, them pronouns. Right now, you can find me over on GM Dax's channel because she's been playing the edited, pre-recorded game that we did in Cypher System, where I am a shark man and living out all my dreams in 2012. So make sure to catch up on that. I just had a wonderful character building session with my character and Lynn's character, who is amazing. So definitely check that out. And check out that channel. I think on Fridays is when they're releasing the episodes. And otherwise, I am playing Synarch Fangbreaker, your Tabaxi roguelok, who also uses they, them, he, they. Yeah, that's it. Pronouns? Who cares? The world
Pronouns,
is in shambles.
we got them. Or we don't.
I have them. I have so many. Address me by my name. No, I'm joking. But that's me.
Moving on to Alyssa.
Hello. I'm Alyssa. I use they, them pronouns. You can find me this Saturday on Game Master Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern-ish. Doing a little fundraiser stream, playing Castaway. So come and give us money to murder my partner, Dusty. And I am playing here someone who does not do partner murder, who is, who doesn't do partner murder anymore. Revelation, our Aasimar Paladin of Redemption, because she needs it, and Rev uses she, they pronouns.
Oh my god, that's entirely too accurate. Charmy.
Hi, I'm Charmy, also known as Captain Charmy, various places around the internet. I will be playing Aurora Incineratus, the Fire Genasi hot girl, will soon be the most powerful mage to have ever lived. And we both use she, her pronouns. That's what I was forgetting. You can also check me out on Saturdays, not the next two, but other Saturdays, with Mandy, playing Vampire the Masquerade over on Another World Tabletop at 8:30 p.m. EST. And that's me.
And last but not least, our almost birthday girl, Aki.
Hello. Hi. Amaki, or Kino, use she, her pronouns. Before oh goodness, I'm playing Dayu, Silverhair, Buddy Bard, Necromancer, Budomancer, also uses she, her pronouns. And I just want to say R.I.P. to Haru Urara, the fucking horse with 113 loses. She passed away yesterday. I'm not playing that fucking horse game anymore because she was my favorite. She had 113 losing streak and she was incredibly popular. Her unbroken losing streak made her achieve national popularity. But she did have one win in her career, and that was against other losing horses. So she's the number 1 loser. I'm
He
gonna
was
miss
just
her
like
so
me for
much.
real.
She was 29, so that's how crazy it was. She lived a good long life, and she was loved. And that's it. I'm not playing that horse game again, though.
Oh no. So sorry. I have so far avoided horse girl game, and I plan to continue to do that. And
It's so
also,
fun until your fave dies for real.
I will also put a quick shout out for Murray in the chat, who couldn't be here today. Go follow her. She is amazing. Okay, and a quick recap. Oh, right, me. Last but not least, me. Hi, I'm Andy. This is my channel. If you don't know who I am, why are you here? You find me all over the internet at the Mandy, and also on many channels like Magi RPG and Another World Tabletop. Actually, primarily those two, other than this channel recently. We've been doing a lot of games. Playing a lot of games. There's not enough time. There's not enough time in the day for all the games I want to play. So I'm in a lot. Okay, yeah, quick recap. Last time we played, which was episode 59, that was end of August, I believe, because we've been off for a couple of weeks. We had an episode that almost entirely focused on 2031 Earth. Prior to that, while still on Terra, Rev and Aurora discuss the Draconic Focus, which is the pendant that Aurora received from her predecessors. They had a good talk and a tender moment. There was hugging, actually, which I love to see in the party. It was very sweet. And then the party logged out. Each player in Earth 2031 got their own little intros of who was doing what and where, the group talking about the game and organizing to meet up IRL, and decide to do so. They meet in a park and talk before going and visiting the building that hosts the New York branch of the game studio that created World of Terra, the MMORPG that you all play. So they all met for the first time in person, IRL, and that was where we ended. And we're going to fast forward ever so slightly. So let me pull up my notes here. I have too many windows open. There you go. Okay. It has been about 5 days since the last day that we talked about in-game. So about half a 10-day has passed, half a week has passed. You have noticed quite a few things on your way through the wilds. The grounds, first and foremost, extremely treacherous and difficult to traverse at times. You have found things like mud pits or quicksand, terrain that's difficult to walk on. The brush has gotten much thicker in the direction that you all have been traveling. You haven't been able to find any well-trodden paths, intentional or otherwise, anywhere for days now. The trees are getting bigger and older looking, so they're, much wider, much taller. And on these travels, you have found evidence of abandoned camps, hollowed out old dead trees that look to have been turned into houses at some point, so abandoned dwellings with nothing and no one left inside. And it is currently the night of the 5th day. You are asleep, camping for the night. And what you all experience simultaneously is a dream. Each of you dream of standing in an empty space. A field, perhaps. And you are looking up at the sky. And what you are witnessing is a phenomenon that none of you have ever seen before, of things you have never seen before. Towering stone buildings with what you believe to be excessive amounts of glass on some of the sides of these buildings. Strange architecture, sleek lines, roads made of stone, not cobbled, and light everywhere. Many lights. More than seem possible for a place where people supposedly walk. And it doesn't make sense. But above table, what you are essentially seeing, upside down in the sky, reflected against the planet Terra as if a mirror, another planet. A ghostly image of another planet. Some of these towering buildings, these strange foreign places, are so tall that even in the reflection, the ghostly, semi-translucent image of the tops of skyscrapers is nearly touching the ground. Ripples in the sky like water. A phenomenon that Dayu is familiar with. Endless ripples of water in a space full of stars. As you see this reflection, this ghost, this apparition. And in each of your dreams, you are alone. And as this realization sets in, that all this talk from these powerful, otherworldly creatures you have met, the Oracle, anyone with future sight, anyone who claims to have seen other worlds or be from other worlds, you now see that it is real. And as you have that realization, you are all awakened by the sound of screams. You all open your eyes, and it is perhaps the wee hours of the morning just before dawn, and you hear screaming coming not too far away from your camp, and loud, cracking, thunderous sounds of wood snapping. All of you are awakened by this simultaneously, except for Nikita. What do you do?
Stin is immediately sort of getting up, and I think in a moment his panic sort of throws up this ghostly image as I use my at-will spell Mage Armor of this sort of like green and purple like shimmering of like a his imagination of like a heavy suit of armor, and sort of like leaping up to his feet to try and see through the walls of the hut to see what might be going on.
So you're leaving the hut to see.
Yeah, I think he's automatically just gonna step out and be like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, give me a perception check.
Will do.
Because you can see in the dark. So.
Yep. Let's see. 17 plus 10 is 27.
Excellent. You can see not terribly far away from your camp, far enough for the sound to sound a little bit distant. Amidst the trees is a person, basically cowering in fear and trying to limp away from what looks like a giant tree with legs and arms.
Do I know what a treant is?
That's a good question. Yeah, you know what? I would say legends of treants are pretty common. You don't experience them in the Vale of Night, but it is well known that they do exist in the Amaria Wild. So yes, you know that this is a treant. And treants are typically pretty kind creatures. They're gentle, usually, not violent. Actually, since you got such a high roll, I will also give you one more detail, because eagle eyes, zooming on in to the details. The
Just
eyes
those big
of
old
this,
cat eyes.
you see something that is glowing and orange, amidst the treant. That's not normal.
And I think because you can hear it in the hut, I think Sin yells out, treants! Potentially corrupted! There's someone... Get up! And he starts running towards that person to go help them.
All right. Excellent. So you are on your way. What is everybody else doing?
Would I have to spend 10 minutes putting on armor?
I think because the camp isn't directly under attack, we'll say you can maybe cut that time shorter.
Okay. Yeah, I think Rev, yeah. Still not quite used. Yeah, Rev not quite used to being in physical proximity of things, but knowing that she doesn't have the druidic magic that she used to rely on, will hastily scramble on her armor while Sin goes to take a look, and then follow as quickly as possible.
What's Aurora doing?
She looks out, like Sin is running out, looks towards Dayu and Kazu, and like steps just outside, watching for where Sin is going, but waiting for the others.
Okay. I will say you notice that when you get up, Nikita does not get up.
That gives her pause, so she'll say to Bougie, "Can you stay with Nikita? Tell me if she wakes up."
You hear in your mind, "Okie dokie."
Thanks, buddy. But don't leave her if she doesn't wake up, okay?
You got it, Mom. I will watch other Mom.
Thank you. You're so cute. And then she'll go.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot leave the hut, or else the hut disappears.
Yep.
And
Yes, it
Nikita is effectively out cold in the impenetrable dome that is the hut. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it makes sense for me to stay
Mm-hmm.
and keep watch over Bougie and Nikita. And I will just look at Kazu, who, like, Aurora's right there, and I'll just be like, well, go.
No,
Go with
he gives you the look. He sees that you're not getting up to go, and immediately understands where you're coming from and is on his way.
Okay, that's great.
Mhm.
Because, like, I it just makes sense. Like, I mean, I have to stay, or
He
else the
knows-
dome goes away.
Everybody knows that you can't leave unless you drop the dome.
Yeah. So
or
I
if you
will.
leave, it
I
drops the dome.
will. Yeah, I will stay, but I'm keeping my head out the proverbial window.
Mhm. Okay.
Actually, could I make a check on Nikita?
Yeah.
Like, above table, I am aware,
Mhm.
but in character, I am not. So, can I make a check on her?
What kind of check are you going to do? Are you checking physically, spiritually? Are you just looking?
You know,
just
this
looking to look?
this forest is. I'm always looking to look. I'm always looking to look.
Oh, we know.
I say. I talk about Nikita's hotness, and I get applauded like I won a prize. This forest is weird. Is there a way that I could magically vibe check her? Maybe
Yeah.
without Arcana though, or does it have to be with Arcana?
If you are trying to discern something magical, it is Arcana.
Skittles? I
You
take
can-
Skittles?
You can take Skittles.
I take Skittles anyway. Yay.
I really should make a Skittles command so people know what the fuck we're talking about.
It's guidance. We're just calling it Skittles.
Yep.
With Skittles, I 15.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you take a look. It just looks like Nikita is having a dream. You see the usual, like, slight twitches of the eye that you see when people are dreaming. She just looks like she's asleep. She looks like she's fucking conked out, sleeping.
Okay, just honk shooing.
That's what it seems like.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still a little bit worried. That's a deep sleep, you know? But if she looks okay and not magically under something,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm good.
Okay. All right, so the rest of you, plus Kazuhiko, are sprinting towards the the person and the treant who are okay. I'm gonna go around the table and see which direction you guys are going. I know. God, I almost said Charmy. I know Aurora is hanging back. I know Charmy's hanging back. You know, I'm hanging back too. Aurora is hanging back
No,
a little bit, right?
Aurora was waiting for Kazu and then is following.
Going with Kazu. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Like if Dayu didn't come out, she's also going.
Okay. So I'll ask you first then. You're moving with Kazu. Are you following Kazu? Or are you moving in a particular direction? Either the person or the treant?
Following Sin specifically
Okay.
is where Aurora is going towards.
And I believe that's what
And, like, the
Rev
goal
was
is
doing,
to-
so
Hang back. Yeah.
Okay.
The goal is to like be close to Sin but not within 10 feet.
okay.
My
Sin-
goal is to be between Sin and everyone else and the treant.
Yep. Okay. So, Sin, what side of this equation are you moving towards? The person who's fleeing the treant or the treant? You're muted, dear.
Sin has no protective capabilities. Sin is a glass cannon, so he's just like, I gotta stop the treant so this other person can hopefully be herded back towards the rest of the party that can actually protect him. So he's heading straight for the tree.
Okay. So, all of you are directing your attention towards the treant. As you get closer, I believe everyone here can see in the dark except... No, Aurora, do you have dark vision? No, you don't.
Yep, up to 60 feet.
You have up to 60 feet. Oh, the whole damn party has dark vision. Okay. Perfect.
We're the Mistlost.
I know, I always
home.
forget. So, there are people... So, to be fair, there are people who live in the Veil of Night who don't have dark vision. That's what the lamplighters are for.
Yeah, I was just cracking a joke about it because
I know,
Yeah.
I forget.
Carl from the Veil
It's
of
been a
Night.
while since that's been, like, entirely relevant to combat.
I
Sorry.
think since Halloween.
It does. So you turn towards the treant. This thing is all made up of half blackened wood. So it's not like it got fire damaged or anything. It looks kind of like it's rotting on one side. Just this blackened rot into the wood. And the mouth and eyes of this thing are not typical to what you see in, oops, that's my phone, excuse me. That's, you don't see the typical implication of a face that's kind of existing in wood form that you expect to see in treants from illustrations and things in, like, kids' storybooks and, you know, different kinds of lore books and all the kinds of things that you all have well established you like to read. So you've seen this kind of imagery before. This creature has eyes and mouth of fire. Very, very, very corrupted looking. It does not have... Half of its body has leaves, half of its body does not. It looks like it's rotting. There's like these black veins going into the wood, and evidence of rot all across the bark. This thing is festering. It is clear to you now that you are close. This is a corrupted treant attacking the person. Now, before we get into it, and I ask you all for initiative, here's what you notice about the person, because they are not very far away. This individual is a very a very small pixie. They have vibrant pale skin, very like a little flower cap that's kind of askew. Their leg is bleeding, so they're kind of limping along. One of their wings has oops, I lost my place. She's got like a flower cap that's kind of askew, a dress that's torn, like a white dress that's kind of torn, and she's holding a staff. That's what she's kind of leaning against it as she's limping away from this thing. Is essentially a sprig of lavender, but big. And it's got like gold wire wrapped around it, and she has purple hair. It's kind of long. And she looks absolutely fucking terrified. She's maybe 3 feet tall, 4 feet tall at the most. She's pretty small, trying to get away from this thing, and one of her wings looks messed up as well. So everybody, please roll initiative. Okay.
What a waste! Natural 20. Oh, what did Alyssa get? 'Cause that's a fail. Oh no!
Okay, I gotta find the sheet for this pixie. Here she is. Excuse me. I have too many things open. My god. Put that next to the tree ant. Okay, this is... has -1 to Dex, so that's actually even worse. Perfect. Okay, 20 plus. Dayu, I also would like for you to roll initiative. I should have specified that. In case you need or want to do anything during this time, I want you in the initiative order. 20 plus is Synarch. Okay, what'd you get total?
25.
25 for Sin. Okay, 15 to 19.
18.
18 for Aurora and Dayu.
15.
Okay, 18 for Aurora, 15 for Dayu. Oh, right, I have to roll for Kazu. Hey, that's pretty good. 13 plus stuff for Kazu. That is... Where's his damn character sheet? 18. Okay, so Aurora and Kazu are on the same initiative. How fortuitous for the two of them. Okay, 15 for Dayu, and then Rev, what did you get?
A 3?
Total?
Total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nikita's not here, so I need to hold it down.
Yeah, totally. Okay. And then okay, so we'll say the pixie goes after Dayu.
Listen,
Wow.
since there's only one enemy, it's basically like you got a 25 too. It's just at the end.
I mean, you
Exactly.
did worse than the tree. I just want you to know. Because that's funny to me.
My initiative's only +1 now.
The tree ant has -1. It still beats you. That's the funny part. Okay, so we've got Aurora and Kazu sitting in a tree. Sin, you go first.
Okay. As Sin sort of like buzzes past this pixie, I think he just yells, to head back in the direction he came. And oh, actually, like, how close am I to this thing now? Can I like run right up to it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Then
not gonna make you spend multiple turns running up to this thing. That would be insane.
Thanks. Thanks. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try and hit it with Dirk.
You got it. Single-handed or dual-handed?
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Because now I have to decide. I'll do a single attack this time. So I will bonus action, use 2 charges from Dirk to Shadow Blade into my other hand, and then attack.
Okay.
So dual-handed with my buddy, my best friend, the Dirk of Misconception.
You got it.
18 plus 9, 27.
Oh, yeah. That super hits, yeah.
Yes. Okay. And no one's there, so that's just gonna be a regular ass hit for once. Which is just a 1d6 plus 7. Unfortunately, 8.
Okay, 8 points of
Got a
damage.
1 on the die. Yeah. 8 points of damage. It is magical, but it is piercing.
Okay.
In case that matters.
You are good to go.
All right, and
Anything else
that's
on
my
your turn?
no. That was action and bonus action
Okay.
for Shadow Blade. So that is my turn.
Okay, we've got Aurora and Kazu. I believe
It's gonna be him
Kazu.
first,
because he has higher dexterity. Yeah.
and because Aurora wants to see his positioning before she takes her action.
Okay, yeah. He is this time around. He is actually going to he's going to draw his bow. And for his, is this after? Okay, yeah. He is going to Hunter's Mark on the tree. So it's gonna cast that. We're just gonna do, what's the higher levels? Maintain your concentration. No, that's stupid. Okay, we'll just do the regular one. So he's choosing the treant. It is his quarry. He gets an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever he hits. Okay, so he's going to start with the bow. I'm gonna use the long bow. So he's staying his movement back. His movement speed back. So he is roughly 30 feet away from this thing. Maybe even a little further back. And he is gonna roll to do his thing. Where's my Kazu dice? Here we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, he super fucking hits it. And that is 1d8. That's attack number 1. Attack number 2. He does... Actually, he does hit. Yes, he does. I didn't think he would do it. And the next one... Oopsie. That's another 5. So 10. And the d6 for the extra damage. And I think he gets that for each. Is it each turn? Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it. Advantage on wisdom and perception and survival, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, so he gets it a second time, so that he got max extra damage on that first one. And min on the next. So that is 17 points of damage. for Kazu. Now it's Aurora's turn, because that is his move.
Okay. So, Aurora's going to sidle up behind Kazu, actually beside him, and kind of like go like shoulder to shoulder kind of moment. Go, hey Kazu, watch this, and cast lightning bolt at 4th level.
Let's go.
Which is a dex save.
Oh, I'm probably gonna fail this one. Okay.
And
Dex.
I'm gonna roll 9d6.
Woo! Yeah,
Do I
that
have to worry
is-
about getting hit by this?
No, because Aurora spent a sorcery point to have you automatically succeed. And since you're making a dexterity saving throw, you should take 0 damage.
Evasion! Yeah! Thanks!
So I know I failed. Total of 5. Because tree ants
Yeah,
are huge and they have a
definitely
-1 to their dex, so yeah.
Okay, bear with me a second while I do a whole bunch of math.
Love to see it.
Thirty
30?
points of lightning damage.
Woohoo! That's incredible.
Okay, so hang on, let me just spend that sorcery point before I forget. Okay. Okay, so that was my action.
Mhm.
Bonus action, I don't think I need to use anything at the moment. So just going to consider, does that look like it's had the intended impact?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Excellent.
Yep. It definitely... It hit a normal amount, which was good.
Okay, so like, when Aurora pointed to fire off the lightning bolt, she followed the exact route of Kazu's arrow.
Excellent. Love that. Okay, so that is Aurora and Kazuhiko's turn. Next up is Dayu. You are in the hut still. Is there anything you would like to do? Are you still waiting? Or is there anything you want to... You can also interact with Nikita or Bougie or try to see what you can see from where you are. It's completely up to you.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, no, what can I see from here? Or what can I hear from here?
Well, I'll ask the party really quick. Do you guys think it would be something you all would do would be to speak about the fact that it is festering? Like, would you say, "Oh my gosh, it's a festering" or whatever? Because
Sin would definitely be warning.
Okay. Because if anybody says anything about it being festering, you would have heard that with your little bunny ears.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I'm a little bit more worried now that I'm all the way over here and they're all the way over there and they're fighting festering. But if I don't... So I hear the sound of a fight, but I don't hear the sound of, like, distress from our party, right? Like, nobody just got one-shotted.
No.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I mean, I'll come running when that happens.
I mean, something you definitely would have heard was Sin telling someone to run back towards the way they came as well. Because he did yell for the pixie to like head back towards the way that they were running from, so towards the hut.
Okay, well, when I hear that, I'd like to keep my eyes and ears out for it, and like Bougie's like right over there, right?
Yeah.
Chilling on Nikita.
Just chilling on Nikita.
Yep,
I'll look at
He
Bougie.
is fiercely guarding.
Fiercely guarding. Okay.
Yes.
I'll look at Bougie, look
So
at Nikita,
fiercely.
look back at Bougie and be like, if she wakes up, just let me know, okay?
He looks at you and you hear in your mind, "Okie dokie."
Thank you. And now in my mind, I'm thinking, do I got jerky in my bag? I swear I have some more left. I think we made more, or we have like procured more in some way. This group hunts for its food, so like I feel like we have some, and that's what
yeah.
I'm thinking about. Also, just staring to see if somebody comes into view. You know, bunny girls can multitask.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to do are you just keeping an eye to intervene if you need to? Is that essentially what I'm hearing?
Yeah, especially if nothing is really like catching my attention right now besides the screaming in that direction. And I did hear Sin kind of tell someone to come back in this direction, so I kind of have to see who's coming here or else they can't get in the hut. Excuse me.
Got it.
I have to see to give them permission in my head to let them in. So that's what I'm doing for now.
Okay. So that's Dai's turn. It is the Pixie's turn. I think. She's just gonna keep on moving. She is trying to get away from this thing. But let's see, does she have enough wherewithal to realize that there are people here now? Yes, she does. She definitely glances over like her shoulder when she hears, you know, the crackle of lightning and, you know, the sound of arrows cutting through the air and, you know, fighting and shouting and all of these things. She definitely looks over her shoulder and sees you all. But she continues on. She's trying to get the fuck away from this thing. She is severely wounded. And is going to spend her turn moving away. So she gets away good 20 feet before she has to stop. So that's her turn. It is now the tree ant's turn. And Sin is right in front of this thing.
Correct. With an 18 AC.
Yep. Okay. Well, hitting things is something a tree ant is really good at, so
Let's do it.
let's see how we do. Okay, that is an 18 to hit, so
That beats it beats, baby.
yep, so that is going to be it's 11 plus 12 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing slams its fist into you for the first attack.
Awesome. Okay, I will go ahead and take those 11 points. Wait, did you say 11?
12. Wait,
12. I'm an
did I say
idiot.
11 or 12? I said 12.
12. Got it.
Yes.
Perfect.
Second attack. Okay, that's pretty... Oh, shit. That definitely hits you. That's a 24.
Okay.
And 3d6. That's 6, 8 plus 2, 10 total. 10 more bludgeoning damage. As it basically rears back with one fist and kind of smacks you, and then slams its hand down. The same hand down in the same motion, the one that's not rotting.
Gotcha. In response to that second hit, Sin gets angry, and everyone behind him sees from the green purple shimmer of this mage armor, almost like fiery spikes just come out in reaction to that attack, and I cast Hellish Rebuke
Let's go.
So that is going to be a dexterity saving throw from the treant. Save DC 16.
That's a 1 total. 2 minus 1.
Ay. Okay, so that is going to be 2d10 damage. Fire damage. And that is just 10. 10 fire damage.
Okay. Which you think has
Plus
had
2.
way more effect than it normally would. Because
Rad. It's a
this
tree.
is a tree. Yes, it is.
There we go.
Okay. That is it for the tree's turn, because it gets 2 attacks. And it is now Rev's turn before we go back to the top of initiative to Sin.
Yeah, Rev is going to run towards Sin and the tree. I think not quite flank it. Move sort of 10 feet from Sin. So, like, I don't know how wide this tree is, but, like, one's east and one is south, or whatever. And I think raises a flail from her hip and calls down a wave of light, or attempts to. Can you give me a wisdom save, please, Mandy?
Okie dokie. I'm missing something. Here, it's wisdom. Okay. Ooh, that's good. Dirty 20.
No, it saved. Okay.
Trees are
So-
wise, they are not fast. They're wise and strong.
I figured that was true, but I also figured it was worth trying.
Everything's worth trying, absolutely. You never know what I change.
Exactly. A little wave of starlight is sort of called down from the sky, but almost sloughs off the tree as Rev tries and fails to curse it. And having that magic fail, she instead just goes in with the flail and hits
Hell
it.
yeah. Okay.
Yikes. That is a 17 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. For 7 bludgeoning damage.
7. Okay.
And then we'll hit again for, that's a higher number on the dice, so it will definitely hit. For 10 bludgeoning.
Excellent.
And that is her turn.
Okay, you guys have really done some damage to this thing. Okay, moving back up to the top of initiative with Sin. Kazu is next, and then Aurora.
Sin is excited because the flail is cool. The flail is really cool. So now it's time to show off after taking this much damage. And since you're flanking, yes. You said you weren't kind of flanking, but now are you with the flail?
I think that you would have to move maybe a little to get us to actually flank. But
okay, then
I don't.
I'm gonna shift.
Yeah.
He shifts.
Yeah.
Because he can't show off the coolness unless he's like right there. So he shifts so that they're flanking together and is going to go ahead and attack first with Dirk. That is 14 plus 9, so yes, that hits because it's more than 17. And that is, and because I'm flanking, that's the good shit. That's the sneak attack. So that's going to be 5d6 plus 7.
Okay.
A bunch of 6s. Well, 2 of them. 18 plus 3 is 21, plus 7 is 28 points of magical piercing damage.
Let's go.
For that first one. And then I'm gonna bonus action to do 2-weapon fighting, which will allow me to hit with the where's my guy? My spell. My Shadow Blade. So that is just going to be it's a flat d20. Does 16 hit?
Yes, 16 does hit.
Okay. Then that is Shadow Blade, and I roll 2d8. Good to know. I roll 2d8 for my Shadow Blade. Those are just 2 2s. But damage is damage, so I do 4 more psychic damage to this treant.
Describe your kill.
I think sort of if it's the Shadow Blade that does it, the dark sort of like pushes in towards the like festering light, and the blade shimmers black and then green and almost like swallows the light inside the tree, and as he tugs it out, the light goes out and the festering sort of crumbles.
Yeah, as you snuff out the life of this creature corrupted by the festering, it gets much darker in this area as the shadows coalesce around the body. Sadly, because half of this creature was infested, only the parts that look infected turn to ash and fade away, which is roughly half of the creature, as it dies. And that...
Sin.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I think Sin just makes like a grimace. I don't think have we met like half corrupted creatures before? Just fully corrupted, right?
Only fully corrupted.
Yeah, so seeing this new horror makes him upset.
Oh, this is not right. I don't know where my music went. Just gonna move this. As you are now out of initiative. You, as this creature falls to the ground with a rather loud sound, because it's huge, like a tree falling down. A big thud. This thing crumbles before you, and suddenly the forest is silent again, aside from the sound of your breathing. And you wait. Nothing seems to happen. You've won.
Aurora's rushing back towards the hut.
Okay.
Is the pixie still running, or are they like sort of paused here?
You look around for where this individual went, and you see that they are not terribly far away, but they are kind of leaned up against one of the trees, trying to hold themselves up.
I think that Rev will approach, sort of flail back at her hip, hands up, as non-threatening as she can look, And we'll first scan with a little divine sense to see if this pixie is what they appear to be. So it would ping if they were celestial, fiend, or undead.
So it does not ping in that way at all.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
oh no, and is just like having done her due diligence, will sort of approach, hands up, and say, I can try to help heal you if you'd like.
She kind of turns to you and says, that would be really nice. Thank you. And she just kind of collapses, sitting down onto the ground. Her little staff just kind of falls down. I don't know what I would have done if you guys hadn't shown up.
Are there many like that here? As Rev is sort of reaching a hand out, glowing slightly, and will lay on hands for 30.
She kind of watches you do the healing as though she's like not fully processing it, like she's in shock a little bit. And she just kind of does like a slow blank a little bit. Sorry, I've been running for a long time. No, this isn't normal. This has been happening more lately. But I was already wounded when I came across it. You know, when they stay still, they just look like trees. I could be leaning up on one right now. She looks up. You can never tell.
We have a camp not far from here. If you'd like some company through the night.
That would be most appreciated. And after you heal her, she starts to look a lot better. The bleeding on her leg definitely stops. Her wing is looking pretty much fixed. She kind of looks over her shoulder at it, and moves it a little bit to make sure it doesn't hurt. She's got like, kind of like butterfly-esque wings, but bigger, because, you know, appropriate to her, you know, roughly 4-foot size. Yeah, that would be... I could use some rest and see if you guys have any information about what's happening here. She'll kind of get up.
Yeah, and I think that Rev will sort of usher her sort of towards the other two and then towards the hut. And as we're going, just sort of very casually ask, you know, where were you coming from?
I was up in the north. I know I don't look it right now. Probably because I haven't stopped running for I don't know how long it's been, actually. I don't know how many hours it's been. I was at the Arboreal Throne.
Oh.
I barely managed to escape.
Is that... I mean, you don't know how far you were running, but that seems relatively near?
Maybe a day. I flew for a lot of it. And then I got attacked by this giant thing with horns, and there's so many of them. So I ran, and I've been running, and then these trees. There's more of those, but this one just didn't want to let me go.
Were they... I'm sorry, they were numerous around at the Arboreal Throne?
Further north from here. But that's not... There was an army. It was huge. These sludge things we keep finding in the wilds. There was... I couldn't tell you how many. Morgan did all she could, but in the end, they're all frozen. I don't know what she did. Everyone, everything, frozen. I don't know if any of the other archdruids got out, but I'm supposed to be one of them, and there was nothing I could do.
You're an archdruid.
She nods.
Okay, before I keep talking, can I do a little insight to make sure that I believe what she's saying?
Yeah.
That is a 17.
Yeah. She's being honest.
Okay, cool. We're... Wow. We are here looking for you and Morgan, actually. We come from the Veil of Night.
The Caligo Shirei sent you?
They did. We have paperwork in the tent.
No, that's... She kind of looks past you. And sees the hut and everybody. She just kinda
I'm
nods.
waving.
Yeah, she nods and seems to recognize a little bit. She seems to have some level of recognition. You do intuit that. I've heard of you. You are the ones who went to Hallowgate, and you were at Blackade.
We were. We've seen quite a few of these throughout the continent now.
So they're everywhere.
They're holding off up north, but yeah.
Shit. It's a lot worse than I thought. These creatures, they just showed up overnight. Thousands of them.
Did they have a leader?
Yes. It was, it looked like a death knight, which is weird. I didn't know those still existed.
With a flaming horse?
Yeah, it was a horse. Looked like a nightmare.
They're both a nightmare.
Great.
So they're all frozen? The army, the
Everything.
druids, everyone.
Yep.
If we were to get close, would we also become frozen?
Honestly, not sure.
Do you know what type of magics she uses for this freezing?
Must have used the throne. Thing has few thousand years worth of magic stored in it.
Do you think if we were going to investigate, you could show us the way there?
Yeah, sure. Although I'm trying to get to... Oops, I forgot the name of my own thing. I'm trying to get to Aurelia, but it's... I don't think it's far from here. I need to check in with the druids there, make sure that the city is still okay.
Could we maybe go together and then go
If you don't
to
mind,
the
yeah.
throne next?
If you don't mind accompanying me there first. I need to know if the other cities are lost.
Yeah, if the throne is frozen, then we'll have the time, right?
Who knows? I don't know. I wish I had answers for you. I'll be honest, I know I said I have the title Archdruid, and I do, but I'm also, like, the newest one. So, you know, I'm not, like, 300 years old and super wise and shit. I just started my job, like, 2 months ago. Like, yeah, I'm good with nature and magic and stuff, but, like, Apocalypse wasn't really prepared for that. I don't think any of us are, though, really, when you think about it.
Some of us are a little bit prepared, actually. It took a while to get here, though. And if you help us out, then you're kind of prepared, too.
Yeah. And, you know, you know what? I think I just need to sit down for a minute. Maybe. I can camp over here, if you don't...
You can come in the hut.
Okay.
The password is mangoes.
Oh. Okay.
That was always the password. I just don't need you guys to use it because you travel with me often.
Hey, mangoes. Okay. Cool.
And you can be let in because I don't think the festering can say fucking mangoes. And even if they could, they'd say it wrong. They would say it and sound like a festering.
Also, you very specifically only specify certain, like, individuals, so, you know.
Yeah, I know. It's extra funny.
Yeah. She'll step in, and kind of look around at you all. Oh, right, my name. Sorry. You can call me Vafa. That's Vofa. And now that you see her, like, in the light, she's kind of sparkly. She's very pixie-coated, like, in every possible way. Pastel colors, vibrant hair, vibrant eyes.
Hi, Vafa. I'm Dayu. Shit! No, I'm not. because this is the family.
Wow, just because she's a pixie, Aki, that's racist.
Of course I'm being
Immediately
racist. I'm
I'm not-
profiling
about the
here.
names.
I'm not from Alphane. I was born here, so I don't think the same rules apply. That's usually for,
Okay,
like,
that's good.
archfey and more powerful fey creatures.
Bougie, does she look like she comes from your home plane?
I mean, my people do, but I didn't. And you hear Bougie in your head go, yeah. Silly fey. She's the nice kind.
Nice kind. Got it. Hi, I'm Aurora.
Silly fey. Sorry. You're getting me in
I
both
also heard
chats, you guys. What the fuck?
I also heard silly Faye, but I was like, silly Faye. Like, I heard it like that, you
Silly
know?
fey. Hey, you know what? Could be both. Could be both.
be both.
It's coming from
Could be
Bougie. It could be both. Nice to meet you all. And kind of looks at Nikita. Is your friend okay?
Oh, she won't wake up.
Oh.
Did you try?
Mm-hmm. It's not magical, but it's like she's in a really deep sleep.
Mm. Do you mind if I take a look?
Oh, okay.
Aurora's going with her, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. She'll just kind of walk over and take a little, like, cursory glance. Well, there's nothing magic on her. She looks to be dreaming? She just kind of, like, ever so gently pokes Nikita's shoulder, like, boop, boop. Poke, poke.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
Hello? Poke, poke. Maybe she's receiving a vision or something. Those don't give off magic vibes. It's all in the head. Could be something like that. I've seen it before. When she's done seeing what she needs to see, she'll probably wake right up.
Well, how long does that take?
How long do you normally sleep?
She doesn't normally sleep this long.
Shrug. Maybe a few hours? Maybe a day? She doesn't look sick. And there's no magic coming off of her. Check yourself if you wish. But it looks like she might be stuck for a little bit.
So we're stuck for a little bit.
Fair enough.
I could recast the hut if we want to, and we can stay put, or we can try to move. I don't think that'd be very wise, though.
You don't think we should carry her through the forest teeming with festering?
No!
I was about to ask who among you thinks you're strong enough to carry Nikita on your own.
Rev sort of looks down and then realizes that no, she's not, and doesn't say anything.
We can put her on my giant bunny back, but I don't want to do that. Because I hop and I might just give her a concussion.
Kazu kind of looks at you when you say that, because it's like, you could totally carry someone. Kazu's like, I could carry her, but then I wouldn't be good for much else. maybe getting her to a town isn't a terrible idea.
How long, Bilfa, do you think it will take us to get to the town you're trying to get to?
Vafa looks at you and says, well, and she's gonna do a little survival check. She's gonna look up at the position of the stars now that she's stopped. Maybe about a day's travel. It's not too bad. I made it closer than I thought, actually.
While this conversation is going on, Mandy,
Like a wild child, she says. I'm willing to help. Maybe somebody in the village can wake her up. Shrug.
Can you be something big enough that you can help carry Gihira?
Under other normal circumstances, I would transform into an elephant right here and now just to prove my point, but I don't want to mess up your hut, so I won't do that. But yes, I can.
It would just mess up your back. Don't do that. Value your back.
But that sounds like a pretty good solution because then, somebody could ride with her and make sure she doesn't fall off.
That's true.
Rev looks suspiciously at Aurora because she thinks this is just a ploy to not walk and is a little jealous that she is not the one who thought of it.
Well,
So we should probably rest for the evening and then get going shortly.
okay.
I don't remember
Yeah.
what time it was when we were woken, so.
It's like 3 a.m. So you could rest for a
Okay.
few more hours, yeah, for sure. Okay, so oh yeah, go ahead.
oh, Mandy, is there like anything interesting about like what remains of the treant?
That's a good question. Are you going and examining the corpse?
I think Sin didn't leave it. I think Sin's been checking it over,
Okay.
just because he can trust everyone else to sort of like take a look, and I think he's also sort of feeling some weird type of way that his sword ate the festering flame in his mind.
Yeah. So you look over this body. I'm gonna say, what is a good skill for this? I'm gonna say, my brain hurts today. Why can't I form
Sorry, love.
complete thoughts? We'll call it investigation. Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
you're looking over the remains of this thing.
Yeah, perfect. I'm an investigative
You are.
rogue.
Yeah, you are.
So that's an 18 plus 4, so that's gonna be 22.
Excellent. Damn, I thought I could choose this fast enough.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm having my little cherry treat. I
I love it,
love it too.
as you deserve.
I do deserve, damn it. You look over this thing. There's no items on it per se, but it looks like there might be some things that you could, take. Strips of bark. You might be able to collect some of the ash from the infected part of the tree. You get the sense that if you cut this thing open, you could try to see like what's inside, if anything. So you get the sense that there could be more things internally, like maybe certain kinds of bugs, certain kinds of like lichen or mushrooms. Like there's mushrooms growing on this thing. It has like different kinds of moss and different kinds of growth on it that wasn't strictly the corruption. You could take the wood. It is a magical creature. Half of it seems to not quite be touched by festering yet. It seems like it hadn't fully taken over this creature. Yeah. So you get a sense that you could dig further physically to see if there's something you could get a value out of it.
Yeah, I think he's wondering if the wood has any like properties that might have slowed down corruption, because I guess he doesn't know how long this thing has been infected with the festering. And again, like this is the first time he's seen a creature half corrupted, right? Not just like some sludge that was summoned to do harm.
Yep.
So I think he's sort of like kneeling next to this thing, and yeah, I think he'll take the time to sort of like gather, I guess, stuff for him and anyone else that's inclined to sort of like study. Maybe treant wood is like more resilient and stuff like that. So yeah, I think he's gonna take the time. Maybe he even sort of like starts to like use rope to drag it back towards the hut to share these observations with everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. So you wander back to the hut and you can hear your comrades talking about Nikita and talking about possibly visiting the next town over as you discuss like when you're going to rest. And when you enter the hut, since you didn't really see this person face to face because you were investigating the Treant, you see, first of all, you see a fellow trans individual in the room. It's definitely, well, actually, there's obviously in the party, but like, this pixie is a trans feminine individual, and has like very long, like pastel purple hair. She's sparkly. She's a little bit bloody, a little bit dirtied up. Her dress is kind of messed up, but she's looking better than she looked during the very brief look you got at her in the battle, and they're standing around Nikita, like discussing what to do as you come up to behind the scene.
Yeah, I think as he walks up, like the mage armor sort of like flickers and then dies off. So the green and like purple shine sort of dies off, and he just he looks dirty too from the hits that he took. And he sort of like smiles. He's like, I'm glad to see that our friend's doing all right. I'm Sin.
Vapa. Nice to meet you. Yeah, your friend is having like some kind of dream or vision, but there's nothing physically wrong with her, and she doesn't have a spell on her. So I think it's like one of those kinds of things you just kind of gotta experience. Maybe, I don't know.
Good to know. Was having a weird dream before we heard you scream. I didn't know about that, Jerickson. I thought it was like a 10-minute spell. So it's okay. It's at will. But yeah, he's just like, good to know. Have you seen one of these half-corrupted festering before?
Me?
Yes, you.
Not half corrupted like that. No. No, the other ones were pretty fully, like, all twisted and bubbly and weird.
And they smelled bad?
Yeah.
Were they treants?
The ones I encountered most recently were trees. Yeah. I saw other ones in other shapes, too. I'm pretty sure that big
No.
thing with the horns, and she, like, makes this little motion that looks a lot like the giant thing that almost killed some of you and killed Wolf. There was a thing that looked like this, and it was huge. There were a couple of those, actually. And then a lot of little ones, and some that looked like people. It was weird.
They look like people?
Yeah, but bubbly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Finn, like, puts his hands down his face, like, multiple? Multiple of those? We literally... One of our companions died to one of the horned ones.
Oh,
Shit.
yeah? Not surprised. It hurt just to be around that thing. And that's why I started running. Because I was already injured from escaping from the fucking ice everywhere. Sorry. It's been a crazy day and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, we were literally, I guess, trying to find... I thought I heard you say you were coming from the throne when you were walking back this way?
That's right.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what was going on.
Well, a lot's been going on, for a while. This woman showed up, and she was here to talk to, Madame Morrigan, and there were these talks, and it was really weird because it seemed like they knew each other, but I'd never seen her before. And, yeah, she kind of had us all leave for a bit, and then they left, and the woman who visited, Morrigan, didn't seem very happy about what happened, and I don't know, maybe a week later, all these things showed up, and we were fighting them off for a while, and then I'm not sure what caused it, but I think it was Lady Morrigan, who froze everything. I think something happened, and she had to protect the throne.
What did the woman look like?
Tall. All black clothes, black hair. Looked human?
Bandy, does that fit any of the sages at all? I doubt it,
Mm-mm.
but I might as well ask.
No, and the sages were human.
Mm-hmm.
Good call out, though.
Sounds like you've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we're here to help.
I just hope the older archdruids are still alive. I hope I'm not the last one, because that would suck.
Yeah.
I'm not even that good. I mean, like, I'm good, but, like, compared to the others, they're, like, ancient.
You're here.
Yeah.
So I've never seen one of these half corrupted, so I'm gonna spend some time, I guess, taking this apart, if that's not, like, extremely offensive to the woods.
I mean, it was corrupted. You killed it fair and square. It's not like you used evil magic to kill it. It was already, you know, it was already dying, I think. That stuff that was all over its bark, it wasn't natural. It looked like it was turning into those other things I saw.
Yeah.
So I don't think the wilds are gonna be pissed. If anything, you might be helping. I would assume. I can talk to the trees if you want. I don't think they would mind.
If you don't think so, I'm just it hit like a fucking hammer, so kind of will
Do
be
you
good
need
to work out
healing?
some.
Sin, do you need healing?
I think he sort of like raises his arm and then sort of like is checking on it, and he makes a face. He's like, I can probably just take it easy while I'm taking care of that, but if I wouldn't mind, as long as you can spare the energy.
Mm-hmm. I've been chilling here this whole time. Also, I want some of that tree.
Okay.
I don't like the idea that it can infect something living.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting that, again, parts of it, that it didn't go all at once. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, if there's something in the trees in the wilds that can stave off the festering, I think it'd be good to know, especially as we prepare our allies to try and deal with this.
I'm gonna do a level 1 cure wounds because I get so much bonuses from that.
Okay.
So just going to, and I'm so good at healing. I forgot when I roll for heals, I roll really well specifically. I've never seen a 1, 2, or 3 on the die.
Ninja warrior cat fucking
Ninja war,
cool.
warrior cat. Team. You heal
Did you
16?
say 15?
16.
Gotcha.
And if you're gonna chop up that tree, I'll also give you guidance while you're here. So Skittles for you. You get all these pats on your arm. I'm so weak. I've been so weak this month. I just like fucking squeeze your arm muscles. It's like while I'm healing, while I'm there, I'm like, oh whoa, this is firm.
Firm and a little colder than you expect.
I'm a girl that hangs out with spirits and the dead. I don't think that kind of cold bothers me at all.
Fair.
I've been doing it.
So while you talk about your plans and grab somebody's axe, I'm sure at least one of you has one for chopping wood and stuff. I know Kazu does. To go harvest the treant. We're gonna take our break here. So we will return to figuring out what to do with the treant, and then continuing on their journey after this break. We will see you all in, 15. Bye, go hydrate and have a snack and pet your pets. Hello, everybody. We are back. Oh, my little hair thing is messed up. Okay, I hope you all had a lovely little break. I know I did. I had my snacks. And I am fueled up and ready to get back into the game. So, quick recap. In the beginning of the session, everyone had a dream, a shared dream of another planet. And you were awakened by screams, where you found a pixie person basically limping away from a half-corrupted treant. You leaped to the aid of this individual to fight the treant, and you won. And you found that this pixie individual is a newly minted archdruid named Vafa. She ran to where you all are from the northern end of the Amaria Wilds, escaping what sounds like a pretty cataclysmic, maybe cataclysmic is a little overstating it, but a pretty epic battle that ended in sounds like the arboreal throne encased in ice, including a whole lot of festering and other archdruids. And Vatha was running away from that. You learned that she is on her way to Aurelia, which is a hidden city in the wilds, in the Amaria Wilds, to check and make sure that the other cities in the wilds are still intact, or to see if they have also been attacked, like the northern side of the Amaria Wilds. So the throne, Lakita, etc. During this time, Nikita seems to be sleeping, but you have not been able to wake her up. There does not seem to be any magic on her. There does not seem to be anything medically wrong with her either. She is just sleeping and potentially experiencing something that she cannot wake up from yet. So we will resume with Synarch going to the Treant corpse, or really more like half of it, to harvest potentially some of the wood or other materials from the tree. So we'll say Kazuhiko has gone with you to kind of watch your back while everybody else is in the hut. You approach this thing. It's still there. It hasn't disappeared. It hasn't melted. Nothing has happened to it like what you normally expect when you deal with anything touched by festering. It seems only the half that was infected has melted away. So that's what you see before you.
I think Sin sort of like taps the axe into his hand and it's just like, this feels more wrong than usual.
Yeah, it feels kind of bad. These things are supposed to be good, helpful creatures. They only are usually activated by anyone who's violent against nature. Taking more than they need. Doing harm for harm's sake. Things like that.
Yeah, I remember a rhyme they used to tell us that if we ever headed towards the edge of the veil with the wilds, that if we were disrespectful to the forest, we would get locked inside a treant. They would just gobble us up.
But the wood is supposed to be good. For building, for weapons.
Who knows, maybe we can combine it with the dragon bone we've been carrying around, if there's a good smith in the place that we're going to. But mostly again, if the corrupted are taken from living things, right, instead of just shaped by dead things, if it takes a while to become corrupted, or if treant wood can hold off corruption, that would be valuable to know.
Yeah, that's true.
And so the work begins, and Sin sort of like makes a little gesture and with the axe and starts almost like clumsily like trying to harvest, because he's never done this before. he's hunted regular beasts. He knows how to clean boars and elk and stuff like that, but never a tree.
It basically works the way you would expect it to. You cut against the grain of the wood to make a more clean split. And you can cut as much of it as you are willing to carry.
We have a bag of holding now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just making it, making small enough pieces to be able to shove it into the mouth of the bag.
And I will say, you do see evidence of, like little pockets inside of the wood, like little burrow things that animals might have lived in at one point, or a bird or something like that. There is evidence of some bugs living in the bark, underneath the bark. The bark itself is probably like a medium, like typical tree shade of brown. Not super dark, not super light, not white or any other colors that you typically see. And you basically, the bark itself can be treated as a separate item if you want it to, and whatever chunks you cut. You do notice that the wood changes color internally, typical to a tree, and towards the center of the creature, it does change color again. If you hack and slash at it a bit, you do find like a kind of like a knotted piece of wood, kind of in center mass of the tree, that seems to be encased in another layer of bark inside. You expect this might be the center of the tree, the heart of the tree, but there's no like glowing or sparkling or anything like that. It's just there.
Yeah, I think Sin sort of like hefts that piece up after he like sort of hacks it out, and he's just like, you think this might be something more protective?
It could have magical properties. It looks like a heart.
It's a little morbid, eh?
He shrugs. I've never seen a live treant, let alone a dead one, so that's just my best guess. They don't have treants out in the plains.
They did, they'd be so skinny.
True.
All right.
Well, let's just take this back, and if we can make anything of it, great. And if we can't, firewood. It's
Yeah.
wood. It looks
You're
the
right.
same as regular wood too, which I didn't expect. I don't know what I expected. He shrugs.
Me either, especially like if you look at the ash leavings of where the festering sort of like came off after we killed it. Like, Sin also collected some of that for like Dai to look over.
Mhm.
And he sort of like shakes it around in the little bottle, and he's like, it's strange. You know, again, when you think of the festering and the fire and the sorry, all of the darkness it brings, I would have expected a treant to just sort of go up like a light.
Yeah. Fair enough. It did seem to be quite damaged, but yeah, I don't know what about it let it resist. Maybe we can figure it out.
Mhm.
And
Thanks for the help, bud.
Yeah, of course. He'll help you pick up whatever you decide to keep and take it back to the hut. And we'll say that we can fast forward a bit. What you learn is the wood does have magical properties. That's easy to see. For any of the magic users who examine it, you can easily tell that it is magical in some manner. The heart, though, is a bit of a mystery to you. You expect you might have to take it to someone who knows a lot more about treants. Vafa says that she's never seen the heart of a treant before. She said, but also that she wouldn't be surprised that it was magical. But we're gonna fast forward to when you guys finish your rest out and get ready to get moving, essentially out on the road. Vafa will...
Question.
Oh yeah, please go ahead.
Is this a separate long rest from the combat, or is this the same day technically as the combat?
It's the same day.
Okay.
Because I think the intent was to just rest for a few hours longer, finish out your long rest, and then continue, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to gauge like whether the spell slot reset or not.
Oh no, they don't.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I think mine does because I'm a fucking warlock.
Yeah, you do get a
Yeah,
short
but
rest.
you get a short
You
rest.
basically get a short rest to finish out your long rest. When you break down camp and get done with the hut and everything, Bafa's like, if you guys don't have like a wagon or anything, do you? Looks around, doesn't see anything. No, okay, that's probably good. So yeah, I guess I could be an elephant. I could be a dinosaur. I could be, all kinds of stuff. I could be a big lizard. I could probably polymorph. I could be a giant for a little while.
Maybe not a giant. You don't want to draw unwanted attention.
Well, elephants aren't
But,
really normal
like-
here, but...
Yeah, but they're shorter than trees, right? So
Oh, yeah.
not as visible.
What kind of dinosaur?
You know, the dinosaur kind.
Mm-hmm.
I think elephant is best for carrying Nikita on because there's good surface area. But
Okay.
I don't know what a dinosaur really looks like, so if you think that's better, I'm in.
You know, they're like really ancient lizard things that don't really exist anymore, but... Cave paintings. Anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound.
You know how every fantasy video game for some reason has dinosaurs in it? Anyway,
I love it. That's like my favorite thing besides somehow including modern technology. Like, do you see these crystals? They're cellular devices.
You can communicate over long distances with these crystals.
I love it.
Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV, the D&D campaign, everyone. Vafa does turn into an elephant, and you can load her up with your gear and Nikita and one other person. If you wanted.
Aurora's calling dibs because
Oh,
she is looking after Nikita.
So you, the two of you pile onto the back of the elephant. You have your gear, which Vava agreed to help with, because why not? You saved her life. She is more than happy to help you all. And basically gives you a direction to go in before she changes, because she knows she won't be able to have conversations with you all. Unless you speak with animals, of course. And yeah.
Can I have Bougie try to talk to her after she has changed form to see if they're able to communicate?
With Bougie?
Yeah. It's like Bougie talks into your head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So would she be able to reply, I guess, is the question.
I would say, that's a good question. I don't see why not. Because your thoughts are still your thoughts. Even when you wild shape, you just can't talk.
You want Bougie to try to make some sort of check to understand?
No, I think, no, that would be silly. I think, I feel like that would be, like, way too much effort for what you get. You can, if you want to communicate with Vafa, you can do it through Bougie, but you're gonna get the Bougie translation of what's said. So,
Yeah, I'm thinking
be
more
aware
like
that you're gonna get a whimsical
going
version
wrong.
of whatever is actually said.
Like, I'm thinking simple questions like, are we going the wrong way?
And Kazu can help as well. In fact, I'll have him do a survival check. As you guys are on your way.
I will say we don't really need a rope if everyone can touch the elephant at the same time.
True. So yeah, you continue onward. Kazu rolled pretty decently well on his navigation as well. And you are now on the road. And I guess I should roll on the magical table of doom. Or not doom, depending on the day, depending on the roll. Let's see. You guys have gotten some pretty good stuff from this, although, you know, good with bad. 28.
Literally, the last thing we got was NPC death.
You've also gotten some lucky things.
I know. I'm just saying the last thing we got was NPC death.
True. Okay. So there's
Also got your son. No, not the last thing. I don't know why I got distracted. I'm sorry.
I thought I was really
So many
saying
dumb
the wrong
violent
word
things.
or something.
No.
okay. Okay, and one last one for the hecking weather. Okay. Though the weather has cleared up previously, it is overcast today. And is a little bit cooler than it was the day before. And it feels like it's gonna rain, but it isn't yet. And
Aurora is gently steaming.
just little puffs of steam coming off of Aurora in the damp air. I will say about halfway through your day, because this is supposed to take a day's worth of travel to get to this town. You do see on your way what looks like a camp, but there are no people in the camp. It is completely abandoned.
Are there?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to ask if there was any signs that they there was a struggle or a fight or anything around the camp, or if it's just sort of
Okay. My
static.
question to you is: are you looking, or are you going into the camp and investigating? Like, are
I
you
think
getting
that
close enough,
Rev.
or-
No, I think it's just sort of as we pass by, unless other people stop to deeply investigate. Rev is just sort of looking.
I will say, before I tell you what to roll, we'll see if this changes your answer. Dayu, this camp is full of spirits.
Spirit time. Yep. As soon as I see the camp is full of spirits, I'm going to assume that I'm walking somewhere near Kazu, so I'm just gonna.
Mm-hmm.
What's he wearing?
What's who wearing?
What is my man wearing? I need
His
to figure
normal-
out what I'm pulling.
His normal
How
clothes?
sexy is he when he
His-
sees the ghost?
His normal ass clothes? What is happening right now?
Okay, then I'm just gonna grab him by the back collar
Mhm.
of his cloak or whatever, yoink him a little bit, and just point to the camp and be like, "My love, I want to go there. There's spirits there."
Okay. We can check it out. Absolutely. Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Thanks, Spooky. And I'm just gonna go in.
Um
What I see. What I see.
Are we really going into the empty camp?
There's spirits.
I feel like that. Okay, and I think he just looks at Rev like.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how there are they? Are
Oh,
they
they're-
static image?
Nah, they're
spirits?
chilling. They're chilling in
Which-
camp like this is their camp.
Damn, well, I'm just gonna go. Wait, when you say chilling, it's their camp, like how regular campers would do.
Yeah, sitting around where the fire would be, in some of their individual, camp, their individual tents, standing around chatting.
I'm just gonna go on there and wave, but awkwardly wave. Hello.
They kind of pause, because actually what you hear as you walk up is, yeah, I don't know, I feel like we should probably move on at some point. We've been here for a while, so we could probably get going. We don't have to stay here, right? No, I think I like it here. I think I'd rather stay. And then as you walk up and give them a little wave, they're just they just turn to you, you can, this is a man there's a man and a woman standing here, both human. Can you can see us?
Oh, yes.
They look at each other like, what the fuck? You see a man with kind of shaggy hair that he seems to have tried to comb back out of his face, and a woman with very short, kind of like bob length hair, wearing simple traveler clothes, boots, pants, layers, and the woman says, "Hi."
Hi.
Do you normally make it a habit to walk into people's camps?
Not really.
Okay.
It's a 50-50.
What? Just
I
because we're dead, you think you can just walk up here? That's kind of weird.
No, I just wanted to talk. You're the first few spirits in a while that are clear enough to talk to.
Yeah, we're heading south. I heard there's, in the necropolis you can, like, do stuff, like get boba.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so
And
we're heading that way right now, actually.
You'll be relatively tangible, actually.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been there?
Yes.
Okay. Looks around at everybody else. They can't see us, can they?
I think only 2 of them. I'm not Sin, can you see them? I can't remember if you can or not. It was just me and Kazu.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I can't? Can I?
Nope.
No, I can't. I'm not fully undead yet, I think. I don't even know if I'll be able to see them when I'm fully undead.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh. And my sister's here too. And point to Malin, wherever she is.
She kind of pops up and she's like, "Hi. It's nice to meet other spirits that are, like, not like this." And she just kind of freezes in place for a second. The other spirits kind of laugh a little bit. Other ones look up. There's elves. There's an orc. There's just a variety of different people. There's a tiefling. They look like what you would expect to see of like a band of travelers rather than like adventurers. So not heavily armed, kind of chill. Normal clothes, not a bunch of armor.
So if you're heading south, you need to be really careful of the swamp areas, because the very unfriendly undead are there, and I don't want you getting stuck in that.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, maybe stick to the path if you can.
We're probably gonna haunt one of the ships that goes from Sarrow Bay to Hallowgate for a little while.
Oh, that's a good idea. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I say it's faster.
Oh, but don't go overboard though. You will really be lost at sea. The sea is so deeply haunted.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
I don't go there. It's too loud. But do you have this is little rude. Do you have bodies around? Do you guys need your burials? Would you be comfortable with your burials?
I actually don't know where my body is. So, shrug. Does anybody else know where their bodies are? And you just get like a chorus of, "Nah, I don't think so. No, I'm not really sure."
How recently did you all die?
They look at each other like,
You know?
I don't know, like a week ago?
A week?
Yeah, there was this woman. Everything got weird.
Tall, human, dark hair, dark clothes.
Yeah, she was really pretty. The woman smacks his arm. Shut up. What? She was. You know, if I were alive, I'd be like, we're married, I'm not dead, but I actually am dead, so I can say whatever the fuck I want now.
I'm not a marriage counselor. That's not my job. Okay, so that lady, killed you guys?
Yeah, there was a lady, and there was this person in armor.
Person in armor?
Yeah.
There
was a lot of fire.
A lot of fire.
Yeah.
Did it smell bad?
I'm rolling.
I'm saying all of this out loud for the rest of the party as well. Like, I know you can't get half of the conversation, but it's like you're gonna get the parts that we as a group already know.
You know, I don't remember. She had this thing around her neck, this pendant.
A pendant.
Yeah.
Is it hard to remember the pendant details?
It looked like obsidian?
Obsidian.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she took my body. I think that's why I'm here.
See. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna turn to the group. The woman took their bodies. And then I'm gonna turn back. Is there anything else you can tell us about that? We're kind of... We might be accidentally looking for her. Or coincidentally is the better term.
Well, I mean, we were further north. We've been traveling south for a little while. It's kind of hard, even for us. When the forest moves, so do we. So we've gotten sidetracked a couple of times. You know, if you look at the forest from the sky, it looks kind of funny.
No, I haven't tried that. Funny how?
It's like a lot of frozen stuff.
Yes, we are headed to... Well, we're trying to get towards the frozen stuff. Bad fights happened.
Did you know there's a grid?
There's a grid? No, I didn't
until
know.
I died.
Grid.
Yeah, it's like glowing. You can't see it?
When they point it out, can I see any lines here? No?
Malin's like, oh, was that what that is?
Is that what is?
Is that the grid? That's the grid? What does the grid do? I've been seeing this the whole time. It's not just like a dead person thing?
Yeah, it might be.
What the hell? Shrug. I don't know. You were the one who was good at magic. I was just reading books all the time.
We were supposed to be good at magic, too.
I was trying.
Okay. No, I can't see the lines, but... Oh... I wish you guys could hold paper
Oh, that would be nice.
and draw. Yeah, draw out the lines.
Hmm.
Do they like glow any weirdly, or is it just like, you know?
It's not like super bright. They're just kind of there. Shrugs. It looks like magic. I guess. I don't know. I didn't really do magic stuff when I was alive, but it looks like it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it would make sense.
You know, it's all shimmery.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of faint, though. They're not, like, obvious.
Yeah.
Took me a while to figure it out. They're like hexes. Like hexagons.
Hexagons.
Yeah.
So there's a grid in hexagons.
Mm-hmm.
How big? How big are these hexagons?
They're like everywhere.
Pretty, like, I mean, like the surface area of the hexagon.
Do I look
like,
like a
are we-
mathematician?
Well, you can guesstimate. Are we inside a hexagon?
We're kind of on the edge of one right now.
Well, then the hexagon would be pretty big.
Yeah, I guess so.
I turn to the group. So there's like a grid that the spirits can see when they fly up, and it's hexagonal. And I think maybe that's why everything moves. Like we're in a hexagon right now, and they just swapping tiles.
How come we can't see that?
Because we're not dead.
But you have dead people powers.
But I can't see all dead people. And I mean, I could attempt the other thing, but the other thing calls everything and it zaps all my magic away sometimes. But I wouldn't know. I mean, we could look into how to see it, but we would also have to fly up there. I can turn to a bird and look.
But if you can't see it, then what's the point?
Like, I can't see it now. Apparently, Malin has seen it, but not from up there.
Randy,
Yeah?
can I try really hard to see what see what they're seeing as a slowly dying man,
Yeah, so you're...
or more rapidly dying than the rest, I guess.
So your intention is you are trying to see what? The ghosts? Are you trying to see the grid?
The grid.
When you think about seeing the grid, Dirk's eye opens.
My friend.
You see the faint red glow.
Can I try to look through Dirk's eye?
Mm-hmm. When you look, you can see... You can't look through the pommel, which is the eye.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice a shimmering in the reflection of the ruby of the eye. So the eye is like living ruby. It moves like an eyeball, but it's ruby. It's very multifaceted and makes a faint kind of stone-on-stone scraping sound when it moves around.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see lines. And when you lift Dirk up, when you see that reflection, you see the red light kind of emanate out, like it does when it's trying to look for books. Or read through books. And you can see ever so faintly, just on the other side of where Elephant is standing, a faint shimmering line revealed in the red light, but it fades out when it exits out of the light.
I think my arm is about to be tired the rest of this journey. If
You
we
can see it?
You all can see it in the
you
red
all
light.
could,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's a visual effect all of you can see.
Yeah,
But it's very limited.
I look like Lionel.
Yeah. Thundercats home! I wish it was as cool as the Sword of Thundara, but the Sword of Thundara has the eye in the crossguard, not the
That's
pommel.
true.
Yeah, but can the Sword of Thundara read like 30 books in 30 seconds? Don't think so.
Don't think so. When you turn back to talk to the spirits, they're gone.
Oh. Shit, they're gone. I yell to the best of my ability of yelling. Oh, be safe, I guess. And if you see a big scary thing with horns, please go away from it. It can take your soul.
Aylin's like,
Okay,
I
they're
turned
gone.
away for just a second. They were just here. That's weird.
Mhm. You do that too sometimes.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a perk.
I guess so. So, there's a lady going around taking people's bodies. That's fucking weird.
And maybe making festerings out of them.
I don't like the idea of festering people.
I think they're more like zombies then.
I mean, we don't know till we know, right?
Hmm. I would like to kill them. So
Maitland
they
just
can
nods
rest.
enthusiastically.
So they can rest. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's weird.
Do I need to repeat anything, relay anything? Because they gave us like a lot of very good information.
We can hand wave the explanations if you
Mhm.
want.
Yeah. Just 20 minutes of Charlie. Those peanut people, you know, womp 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 when the adults
I
talk.
thought you were gonna talk about your fucking horse for
I
a
thought you were
bit.
gonna talk about Charlie
No.
first too. God damn it.
No, not the best fucking horse in the world. Ugliest horse ever.
Oh my
Charlie.
God.
Nah. Charles is safe.
Haru's
Okay,
spiritual
friends.
guardian, Charlie.
I fucking love Charlie, bro.
Does now that the spirits are gone and we got this weird sort of explanation, is Rev gonna still investigate around the camp?
I mean, everything moves, so it's not like finding a path to her, and plus we think we know where she went. I don't think it's super relevant, but I think that she's still kind of curious and can't quite tamp down on that instinct still to find secrets. So yeah, Rev is still looking around.
Okay. Yeah, you investigate. It doesn't look like there was a struggle here. Their stuff is still here. But the thing that you do notice is that the things that are in this camp look old. Like they've been here a while. So maybe the spirits were squatting, or... Not sure.
Or they don't know how long they've been.
Spirits can't set up their own
Spirits.
camp, so... This camp is real. You all can see the camp. And this is not the first time you've seen something like this here. Just completely abandoned. No people. Stuff or no stuff. And it's nothing valuable. Basic camping supplies. No food. No water. Do you move on after looking at the camp?
I don't have anything else to do here.
Okay. Does anybody have anything they want to do while you're on the road as you get closer to where you expect this village to be?
I just want to be periodically sort of like checking in with, or I guess using Dirk to like look to try and see how the grid exists while we walk.
You're trying to see how what exists while we walk?
The grid.
Oh. Yeah, you can definitely see it. The Dirk doesn't hold this up forever, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I'll add that to your item. And how many charges it takes.
Oh, good
Yep.
to know.
I will add that to the item. Let me actually write that.
I got something to ask Aurora when we have time.
You have time on the road if you want to do that on the road, or if you want to wait till you get to town, that's also fine.
No, I'll do it on the road because I could just be overthinking. At some point I will go around the elephant. Oh my god, no way, you're all the way up there. You're riding the elephant.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She looking down at you like, hi, Dai.
I have a question, but don't get mad at me. I just want to cross off all my thoughts. Yeah. Dante didn't wear any obsidian pendants, right? Or did she own anything like that?
What's obsidian?
It's a I'm sorry.
Do we
Do you
hear
need
this?
the
Or are you
D-
guys trying to be subtle?
I was not. I mean, I have to yell up at an elephant, I think.
Rev
Aurora
fishes
is never
the
subtle.
obsidian necklace that her mom gave her out from her chest. It's like this.
Cool. Is that familiar to me?
You don't recall Dante ever having anything like that. And Dante also wasn't a pale human woman with black hair. She was a genasi like you.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if anybody stole from her.
No, doesn't match anything that you remember Dante having. Dante
Yeah, that
wasn't
was
a
really her
jewelry
style.
kind of...
She-
Yeah.
That's literally what I was gonna say.
Mhm.
Dante wasn't really a jewelry person. The most she ever wore was the locket. And I've got that.
See, one of the things I'm thinking about is that if she left anything here, we
If
have very
Dante left
prominent.
anything here,
Then we have she.
she left the dagger. That was the only thing recovered
That
from
was-
where we were. I have it.
Okay, just a dagger.
Mhm.
She's just
Mm-hmm.
when I tried reaching her, she was like within reach but blocked. So I'm trying to rule out what that means. And one of them is like, like possession is one thing, being trapped in general is another thing. Sometimes you can just put things into other things.
So how do you tell which one it is?
Well, that's what I'm trying to see, if there was an item or something that was important to her, and then we have this nasty fucking man. I don't know, he seems powerful enough to put somebody's soul into something.
I'm holding both items that were most important to her.
Mm.
Do you need them for something, or is it just if they were taken? Like, I don't understand why you're asking.
If they were taken. Like
Yeah,
what?
no, I have
yeah.
them.
Mm-hmm. That part I didn't know, that it was everything was with you.
Beloved. Sind looks at Rev. Is the obsidian... Is that a Furos thing?
It was a... I think Rev sort of looks around and then moves closer to Sin to hopefully have other people not overhear this, though Dayu probably will.
I think Sin would have tried to be subtle about it just because of the way that we found your mother's letter.
Yeah.
So that's
My passive perception is 21.
That's fair, but he's gonna try for Rev because he cares about her this much.
It was her thing. More than Furos, it was meant to be able to listen in where it was left.
You were gonna stick it into the Caligosiri's innermost sanctum, if I remember correctly.
Rev looks down and does not answer, but yes.
I was in on this plan. I wanted that too. But if it's not a Furos thing, the people your mother left with, does that woman sound like anyone that you might recognize?
DM, does it sound like anyone from Botan?
No.
Not that I can recall.
I guess we should be on the lookout for suspicious looking obsidian stones. People might be spying on us.
It's not the type of magic that I know how to do, but it's not just the obsidian. I don't think it's the whole thing.
Well, I guess, beyond everything, it's just... It's creepy, right? Body snatching.
Turning people into festering.
Yeah. I hope we can find out something about this wood. I hope that it's not just me wasting our time, but the idea that any of us could get corrupted. It scares me.
The idea that we could be partially corrupted, that there's a chance and we don't know what to do to stop it.
You please let someone chop off like my arm if it starts to get corrupted. Like, please, like, I might be at the time like, oh, I don't know, like, you don't have to do it, right? Because that's, I don't know if I could. Well, if you asked me to, probably, but I just ha.
I suppose only the festering parts disappeared, so that would work. Maybe.
Exactly. You know, but hopefully it doesn't have to come to that.
And can you even be? You can't die. But I suppose that's different from death.
That's what I'm worried about. And that's what's like buzzing in my head now. And like while I carry this heartwood and all this stuff, I'm just, how does the corruption happen? We can't even study that because it just falls apart the second we kill it, and it's too unsafe to keep alive. So even, you know, it's not a matter of being fast enough, it's not a matter of being smart enough, it's makes me feel a little helpless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on the bright side, based on those ghosts, they needed to kill the bodies before they could corrupt them, and if you're unkillable, then maybe you'll be safe. But I'd rather you not take that chance.
Yeah, no, I'm not really willing to test it out. I'd rather... There's a lot of stuff I want to do first. A lot of places to stay with you.
Finally found a limit to your adventurousness, Sinarg.
Yeah, I don't think it's very adventurous to want to, like, test out corruption on yourself. You know, I'm reckless, but, like, still a little bit clever.
For the power that they wield and the damage that the festering can do, I imagine that there are people who would be willing to take that chance.
That's fair. I can see a version of myself that would try. They'll try and, I don't know, assert my will over it. See if I could take that from the Knave Lord. And I think you see his eyes sort of like almost reflect that green as he sort of makes a more grim expression. He's like, I can understand that temptation. It would be nice to make him suffer like he's made other people suffer. And there's like a coldness in his voice. And he takes a deep breath. And he's like, but I'd rather, I don't know, enjoy myself.
I think that sort of moment of coldness calls to something in Revelation, and without even meaning to, she says, there's a version of me that would encourage you. See what happened. But I don't think we want to be them.
No. I quite like who we're coming out to be. And I think, again, like, while we're having this conversation while we're walking, I think Sin sort of takes Drev's hand just to sort of walk more closely as the thoughts sort of whiz by, thinking about who this person could be, what this power means, and all that.
Rev walks along, holding his hand.
Aw. As you travel throughout the rest of the day, have your different conversations, and it gets to get a little closer to dusk. That kind of twilight time of night when the sky is getting darker, but you still get to see the colors of sunset. And you realize after probably a little ways back, you were able to find a path that Vatha did ask you to, basically was like, expect we're going to find a path, it will lead us to the village, etc. And what you see when you get into this space is the trees here are quite large. Like I've said, we're getting into like redwood size territory. Some of them are huge. As you get deeper and deeper into the wilds, the trees are bigger and more varied. And what you see is the path opens up to some of the larger trees that you've seen so far, and that seems to become the norm where you're at because you don't see a lot of smaller, younger trees around. It's become more and more of the same, these massive, towering trees. You do eventually... I don't know if this is right or not. I have to relabel all of my... No, this is not right. You do eventually see the path become more well-tread. It's more obvious now. As you move into this space. And I will... Is this a battle song? I need to label these. I don't think it is. Nope, that's also not right. I'm so sorry, you guys. This is fine.
But you don't want it to be a battle song, right?
No. What you see before you is basically a city of tree houses. They have little wooden slat bridges between them, high above your heads. Different lanterns kind of lit with magic rather than fire. Up in the trees, kind of dotting all along the little walkways and paths, hanging over the arched doorways of different shops and things. You do see some people on the path on the ground, but most people that you do see are up in the trees, either walking the various walkways and paths that have been cobbled together from natural materials to go from treehouse to treehouse. And there are some stands along the path through the trees in this area. It's well lit here, and there are people actively walking around, living their lives. It seems peaceful here. You hear a bit of music in the distance, possibly coming from one of the taverns. And people just going about their evening as they notice all of you plus Elephant approaching the city. A couple of individuals who look like the typical druidic hunter types you've been seeing in different areas of the world do approach you. And a woman in particular, long red hair pulled back into a braid, green clothing, and leather garb. Looks like a bit of armor, a bit of a robe, and she kind of waves you down as she and her companion approach you. Well met, travelers. Looks at Elephant. Can I help you? Are you just passing through, or?
Roar begrudgingly gets off the elephant and uses telekinesis to lift Nikita off as well and set her gently beside her.
Yep.
So that Vafa can change.
Yeah. So you get everything down, including Nikita, down to the ground, and you watch as Vafa changes back into her pixie-like self, with a bit of a sparkle as that happens. And she says, "Oh, thank goodness, everybody's okay. I need to speak to your leaders immediately. And are we able to get some lodging for tonight?" And the recognition on the woman's face is, "Oh, Lady Vafa. Right. Yes, absolutely. We can definitely help. That explains how these folks found the village. Okay. All right. And you are..." And Vafa immediately interrupts before any of you can say anything. She's like, "They're the delegation from the Caligo Shire. They are with me." And she's like, "Oh." Like, immediate, like, obvious reverence, because you are from the Veil of Night. Absolutely, yeah. Let's get you guys some lodging, and I will summon the elders. And she will kind of, like, trot off with her, the companion will stay. This individual is a bit more burly looking, a bit more hunter looking. Kind of looks at you all and is like, yeah, well, at least we don't have to house an elephant. That's nice. I was worried about how we might do that.
Yeah, elephants can't really climb trees, can they?
Nope. I mean, we do have stables and stuff, but like, anyway. Hi.
Hey.
I'm Fen. Nice to meet you.
I'm Aurora, and these are our friends.
Hi. Cool. You guys are all very unique looking. Do you need help? Kind of points to where Nikita's like, "Do you need help with your friend? We have a pulley system. Are they injured?"
She's sleepy, and you look pretty strong. Can you help us get her to our lodging?
Yeah. Sure. She's not gonna wake up. She's like, okay. Scoops up Nikita.
If she wakes up, she will ask to be put down. It's fine.
Specifically for Aurora, I would like a insight. Maybe not insight. Roll me straight intelligence.
Are you sure you don't want an insight check? That is an 8.
Something that strikes you about this individual, he's real tall for an elf.
I think Aurora's just distracted thinking about how tall he is and like in comparison to how tall Nikita is.
He will scoop her up and take you guys to basically where a lift is, using like a pulley system to get you up into the treetops, basically. As Vafa kind of heads off and follows the red-headed woman, and basically says, I know exactly where they're gonna put y'all, so make yourselves comfortable, and once I make sure everything's properly okay here, let's all have a meeting with the elders. Maybe in the morning. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Alright. If you need anything, tell the innkeeper that you need me, and I will make sure I make time for you. But I'll be staying in the same place. I just need to go take care of a couple of things.
Thanks,
Alright.
Wafa.
Yep.
See you soon.
And she will fly off, actually. She doesn't have to walk off anymore, because her wings are good again, thanks to Revelation.
And she sparkles when she does, right?
Oh yeah, so sparkly.
Wow.
Giant Tinkerbell.
Giant Tinkerbell. Can't get any gayer than that. You all are led to a place, a tavern called the Willow Bend. And you see that there is a wreath made of basically braided together willow reeds over the door. There are lanterns. Again, everything I say in terms of a light source, except in like fireplaces and things, are magical lighting, basically. It's not open flame because we're in trees. You are led into a very cozy inn, introduced to a woman who looks quite fey in nature, almost inhuman in a way, not quite elf, not quite a person, looks a little plant-like, standing behind the bar, tending to patrons and drinks, hands off keys to Fen, who basically leads you to a set of rooms, and says, we would have prepared something nicer had we known you were coming, but hopefully this will do for now.
You're so okay, buddy. This is way above. It's been bullshit week.
Okay.
Wow. Poor Dayu. Tries so hard with her hut.
Not. You know that's not what I mean.
I know my.
I like the hut.
Good.
No, I love the hut.
It's really small and cramped. You can only sleep on little cots.
This is barely a step above the hut. I think we can agree on that.
Why are we insulting anything? No one was insulting anything.
I didn't.
Ben, you're
insult
so good.
anything.
You're so cool.
Fen just kind of like hands off the keys and is like, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys unpack that. If you need anything, ask Amra. She can help you. Yeah. Bye. Just kind of like awkwardly hands off Nikita to Kazuhiko and leaves. He's like, uh-oh, I don't want to get involved in whatever this is.
Why are you putting words in my mouth when you could be putting anything else in there? That's what I'm gonna say.
That's the real reason why they don't like the hut. No privacy.
Kazu just kind of looks at you all like, can we please get into the rooms so I can put Nikita down? So you all, after that, you all get settled into your rooms for the evening. We can talk about who's staying in what room for next time we play, 2 weeks from now. And we'll call it a night here 3 weeks from now. So we are off the 17th and the 24th because several of us are traveling, including myself. And we will be back with the next episode, episode 61, oh my god, of Mistlost, on October 1st. Wednesday, October 1st, that is when we will be back. I will be streaming Friday, as per usual, all my other games, up until the week of the 24th. If you guys are new here, since there were some raiders, please join our Discord server. It's a whole lot of fun. And if you want to watch back episodes of Mistlost, they are all on YouTube, and all of the recent episodes that I haven't posted yet will be getting posted over the next couple of weeks. So, yeah. Thank you to my players as always. Thank you for the raids, the bits, the subscriptions, the things and the stuff, the new folks here to help enjoy the stream and bring their communities over here. Thank you, Milady Saito, for that. And yeah, hope you all have a great night. We will see you again for this game Wednesday, October 1st. Bye, everybody. End screen.